Good morning and good afternoon to all those joining us from across the country and beyond. My name is Kendra McDonald, and I am the CEO of Canada's Ocean Supercluster. Bonjour tout le monde et merci pour nous rejoindre aujourd'hui. Mon nom est Kendra McDonald et je suis la PDG du Supergrap Océanique du Canada. Because we are gathering virtually today, I would like to begin by acknowledging the Indigenous peoples of all the lands which we each call home. We do this to reaffirm our commitment and responsibility in improving relationships between nations and improving our own understanding of local Indigenous peoples and their cultures. From coast to coast to coast, we acknowledge the ancestral and unceded territory of all the Inuit, Métis, and First Nations people that call this land home. Please take a moment in reflection to acknowledge the harms and mistakes of the past and consider how we can each, in our own way, try to move forward in the spirit of reconciliation and collaboration. I'd like to start a little differently today and first spend a moment on the Collective Supercluster program. Canada's Innovation Superclusters were first launched just under 4 years ago, where 5 superclusters, including our own Ocean Supercluster, began a journey to advance Canada's competitiveness in key areas of the economy through accelerated development and commercialization of globally relevant, made in Canada innovation. Today, as we enter the last year of our first mandate, there is incredible momentum across all 5 superclusters, with 7,000 members across the country and more than 400 game-changing projects in flight that are creating more than 1,200 new products, processes, and services to sell to the world. Together, we have triggered $1 billion in private sector investment as we have built our project portfolio at a total value of $1.85 billion. We have helped companies grow and scale during the pandemic through responsive programming that helped keep things moving. One of our own SMEs said, while others pull up the handbrake, the supercluster put their foot on the accelerator. Looking ahead, superclusters are critical to economic recovery and the journey to net zero, while also continuing to grow an innovation ecosystem that supports high growth companies and the development of diverse, homegrown talent. Having created more than 11,000 direct jobs to date, with tens of thousands more to be created in the years to come, we know we are just scratching the surface of what is possible through Canada's superclusters. We are here today, of course, to announce 5 new Ocean Supercluster projects. And these are projects that will feed into our collective impact and benefit we are bringing to Canada. As we build solutions to some of the world's biggest challenges, create new economic activity and good jobs, both in urban and rural parts of the country. The sustainable development of Canada's ocean economy is one of the most important opportunities of our time. And today you will be introduced to project teams that are helping to drive that opportunity and contributing to Canada's ocean story. I would like to introduce MP Andy Fillmore, Parliamentary Secretary to the Minister of Innovation, Science and Industry, who will provide remarks on behalf of the Government of Canada.
Hello, bonjour. Je suis très heureux d'être avec vous aujourd'hui. As Canadians, we've relied on the prosperity of our oceans for food, for commerce, transportation, recreation, and so much more. This is especially true here in Halifax, where as a hub for oceans research and innovation, we're as much Canada's ocean workshop as we are Canada's ocean playground. Altogether, our ocean industries generate more than $36 billion in GDP and provide good jobs for almost 350,000 Canadians in various parts of the country. That's why our government helped create Canada's Ocean Supercluster in 2018 to make the most of this growing industry while focusing on sustainable innovation. Supercluster supports projects expected to generate billions of dollars in the blue economy and create thousands of new jobs. And today, I'm pleased to announce 5 new projects. Je suis heureux d'officiellement lancer 5 de ces projets aujourd'hui. ranging from a smart net that improves conventional trawling methods to a state-of-the-art marine emergencies platform for use by coastal, indigenous, and rural communities. With over 25 project partners involved, these projects have a total budget of nearly $29 million. So on behalf of the Government of Canada, congratulations to all project participants and a big thank you to Canada's Ocean Supercluster for helping us build the blue economy of the future. Thank you. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you, Kendra and Parliamentary Secretary Fillmore. Hello, everyone. I'm really pleased to be here today to introduce to you 5 new exciting projects from Canada's Ocean Supercluster's technology leadership portfolio. As of today, we will have announced 45 of 60 projects approved to date, representing over $320 million of investment from industry and government, with collaborations from across different sectors and different regions. The 5 projects that we are announcing today not only bring together partners from across Canada, but they also include international partners from Denmark, the United Kingdom, and Italy to help deliver solutions to significant shared ocean challenges. For Canada, this means more growing companies, thousands and thousands of new jobs, and the development of solutions that will advance Canada's leadership in the blue economy worldwide. I'd like to now introduce to you the first project that we are announcing today, the Ocean Solutions for Immune Boosting Project. Led from Nova Scotia, this project will use seafood processing waste to develop and launch a clinically proven novel health product with benefits in warding off infectious diseases. With a total project value of over $2.3 million, the Ocean Supercluster will provide $520,000 in funding, with the balance coming from project partners. In the Ocean Solutions for Immune Boosting Project, Exomar Biotech will work with partners Atlantic Sea Cucumber Limited, Fisheries and Oceans Canada, the National Research Council of Canada, and the PEI Bio Alliance to develop the human health products with an immunity-boosting claim to reduce the severity of infectious diseases. I will now hand it over to the project team to talk more about this exciting innovation.
Hi everyone, I'm Guanglin Jiao, R&D Manager of Exomar Biotech. We are a biology company located in Halifax, Nova Scotia, working on natural health product research and development from marine base. It's my pleasure today to introduce our project. Our ocean has rich natural resources. Sea cucumber is one of them. It's a marine animal. In Asian countries, sea cucumber is called ginseng of the sea because it's a luxury, natural nourishing food and a traditional medicine with lots of nutrition value, active compounds, and multiple health benefits, such as anti-cancer, antivirus, and immunity enhancement. There are abundant Atlantic sea cucumber, Cucumeria frondosa, in the North Atlantic Ocean, but this species is seriously underestimated for its application value and market value. That's why EXO is here. Our mission is to develop Atlantic sea cucumber as a medicinal resource. Based on this, we have carried out several research projects with the National Research Council in the past few years have confirmed that our sea cucumber can boost immunity by almost 3 times on animal models, which means the Atlantic sea cucumber could be immunomodulating ingredient to protect people, to reduce the infections from the common cold, flu, to possibly coronavirus. We thank Canada's Ocean Supercluster to providing us with this opportunity to continue our research in human clinical trials. In this way, our innovative product will be the first sea cucumber supplement in the world with clinically substantiated immune function, which will be of great significance for us to promote Atlantic sea cucumber. In our project, NRC, local universities, PEI Bio Alliance, and Perennial Innovation Center give us a lot of advice, and technical support. Thank you all the partners. We are very confident to promote the functional products made from Atlantic sea cucumber to the world to benefit our community, our nation, and our ocean in a sustainable way. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Lincoln Ellsworth, the GM at Atlantic Sea Cucumber. I just wanted to say how excited we are to be helping AXO with this project. We really want to thank AXO and the Ocean Supercluster for letting us be part of this. The sea cucumber is not well known in Canada, and I don't think we've fully unlocked the potential of what it can do yet, so a study like this will really open up the possibilities of what we can achieve with it. But please, thank you very much and have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Ocean Solutions for Immune Boosting Team. Next, I am pleased to announce the Precision Fish Farming Project. This Nova Scotia-led project will develop a smart net and use herding and deterring technology as an alternative to conventional trawl equipment. In the Precision Fish Farming Project, Yarmouth-based Catchy will partner with Scotia Harvest Inc., Abco Industries, MyTax, Clearwater, DSA Ocean, and Rising Tide Bio. With a total project value of nearly $3.3 million, the Ocean Supercluster will provide close to $1.6 million in funding, with the balance coming from project partners. Now, I'd like to invite the Precision Fish Farming team to say a few words.
My name is Mark D'Entremont. I'm the founder and CEO of Catchy Technologies. Catchy is based in Yarmouth, Nova Scotia. It is located right in the heart of the fishing industry, and we feel like this is the place to be if you want to innovate in fishery. So we first come up with the idea a few years ago now, and the idea was essentially pretty simple. It was to make blocks to open the net instead of the trawl doors. That would give the fishermen a lot of flexibility with how to fish, where in the water column, and ability to reduce drag as well.
Hi, my name is Angie Green. I'm the current CFO of Catchy Technologies. I'm also a CPA by trade. So right now, traditional trawl gear can only be used on flat bottom sandy surfaces because it doesn't catch up on anything. As soon as the fisher brings the trawl gear into craggy bottoms or bottoms that have features on them, they run a huge risk of hooking up on something. So they can't even go into those spaces. As a result, the same seafloor is dragged over and over again, which if you look at where the drag paths are, there's nothing but sand on the bottom. So there's no chance for regrowth of seaweed grasses, eel grasses, coral, anything that's fish habitats or where fish breed. That's one of the benefits of staying off the seafloor. The idea is not to catch more fish, but it's to catch the amount that's allowed quicker, with less impact on the environment and more targeted towards the species that they're. So it adds to the profits of our fishers as well as reduces the impact to the environment.
I'm Mark Young, CTO at Catchy. And at Catchy, our goal is to take the ground out of ground trawling. So to eliminate any contact that a ground trawl net has with the seabed. Ground trawl nets come off the back of a vessel, and they have these two big steel plates called trawl doors or otter boards, which go to the side and make contact with the seabed. And when the net is dragged forward, these trawl doors spread the net open laterally. So when we remove these trawl doors, we needed to develop a system in order to open that net. So we have a patented system now with a series of floats and weights that will sit on the perimeter of the net, and they're hydrodynamically shaped so that when the water hits them, they spread the net open laterally. Using this system, we are hoping to see improvements in greenhouse gas emissions because of the reduced drag from eliminating the contact with the seabed on the vessel. We're hoping to see better sustainable practices in the way people fish, where the trawl doors aren't as destructive to the habitats of the fish, and also reduce maintenance costs. It's a very harsh environment on the bottom of the ocean, and when your gear is dragging across that all the time, you're going to have to be replacing it quite a bit. So with our system, we solve a lot of those problems, and we also add the benefit of being able to fish anywhere in the water column, whether it's a foot above the seabed or up to the surface of the ocean. Fishers will have that ability without having to switch any of their gear. So in order to control where that net floats in the water column, we are going to have these dynamically controlled winches, and they're going to reel in and pay out cable as needed to maintain a height or raise the net up or lower it in the water column.
So USVs, or uncrewed service vessels, will be able to go out without any crew aboard and collect that data. They should be able to go out for around 7 days or a week at a time and collect data for the fishermen, and that's extremely important for them to plan their trips and know where the fish will likely be so they can go there and catch it. So first of all, I'd like to thank the Ocean Supercluster for supporting this project. It started 2 years ago with drawing behind a napkin with Angie, and here we are now. We'll be producing and selling these systems in roughly 18 months' time. So I'd like to give a shout out to our main investor, Scotia Harvest, and Alain d'Entremont. He's been extremely supportive, giving feedback to this system, providing their vessels for test trials, and just invaluable knowledge of the fishing industry. Jim Hanlon is the former CEO at Cove and also an expert in acoustics and sensors. And he's also a minority shareholder in our company. And Jim has been advising us through this whole process, helping us with just the technology part specifically and our R&D. So I'd also like to thank Clearwater. They've been instrumental in supporting this project. They see the same vision as we do for the precision fish harvesting system. They're bringing a lot of knowledge to the table, which is invaluable to our project and this research that we're doing currently. I would also like to thank MyTax. We have a few good students working for us. So I'd like to thank ABCO and Remote for producing these USVs. So we'll use these USVs to scout for fish in advance and collect hydroacoustic data, which will then deliver to the fishermen to better plan their trips ahead of time and hopefully spend less time on the water. I would like to really thank Doug Jones and Ignite Labs for helping us through this process. He's been an awesome mentor and just extremely supportive through this whole process. And I'd just like to thank him and the people at Ignite. We feel that this is an extremely good opportunity because it's something that the fishermen and the fish harvesters and operators would like to have. It's important to have new technology to deal with these issues. Again, with policy, you can only do so many things with policy. At some point, the technology needs to change to adapt with the new things that are happening around the world.
Thank you, Precision Fish Farming team. It is exciting to see this project create new opportunities for rural communities. Next, I am incredibly excited to announce the Arrowwind Project. This Ontario-led project will develop an uncrewed surface vessel subsea inspection solution for offshore wind farms. In the Arrowwind Project, Voyus will work with Canadian companies Deep Trekker and HydroServe Unmanned Survey Inc. and international partners EVA, Sonardyne, and Saipem to define a new standard for offshore wind farm inspection methodology using remote and resident deployment solutions. With a total project value of nearly $6.7 million, the Ocean Supercluster will provide close to $3 million in funding, with the balance coming from project partners. I will now hand it over to the Arrowwind team to tell you more about their project and their international collaboration.
The team at Voyus is excited to announce the launch of Arrowwind, a project that will bring together leading Canadian ocean sector companies to revolutionize how offshore wind inspection and maintenance is carried out worldwide. The offshore wind industry is projected to grow tenfold by 2030 and require the annual inspection of up to 60,000 wind turbines. If we look at current methodologies, 70% of these inspection and maintenance costs are spent on vessel charters, meaning just paying to get the equipment and personnel out to the offshore wind farms. This means there is a huge potential for cost savings by employing remote survey methodologies. The Airwind project will develop and integrate leading Canadian technologies into a commercial solution that delivers fully remote inspection operations for offshore wind farms, drastically reducing their life cycle cost. Talking a bit about each project partner, HydroServe will develop a new uncrewed surface vessel, which will travel remotely to the offshore wind farm and autonomously deploy the Deep Trekker ROV for inspection. Deep Trekker will develop new solutions for remote ROV deployment and piloting, and integrate the Voyus optical sensors that will capture inspection data on the wind farm assets. Here at Voyus, we will work to miniaturize our proven subsea camera and laser scanner products to enable the accurate and fully autonomous 3D modeling of the wind farm assets from the Deep Trekker ROV. With additional project support from IVA, Sonardyne, and Saipem, we have catalyzed an ideal team to deliver a truly remote survey operation solution and position Canada as a global leader in the future ocean economy.
Hi, I'm Sam McDonald, president of Deep Trekker. When Voyis contacted us about this ocean supercluster project, Project Arrowwind, we got really excited. We understand that the future of remote inspections really lies in systems of systems and having intelligence in those systems, and this project encompasses it all. Having the world-class Revolution ROV flying out of the world-class HydroServe mothership and having the great intelligence of the Voyis imaging systems and stereo cameras and lasers being controlled by IVA software, we really have it all. We've been involved in the wind farm inspection industry for some time now, but really having operators running our ROVs in the open seas. This is really the next echelon and represents the future of offshore inspection in the wind industry.
Good day, my name is David Hull. I'm the founder and CEO of HydroServe. HydroServe is an innovator in uncrewed surface vehicle technology. Our vision is to democratize marine geospatial data for the ocean industries.
So marine robotics are revolutionizing the industry. Using these vehicles, the operations become simpler, they're safer, they're cheaper, and they're much better for the environment. They're simpler because the boats are smaller, they can be, in some cases, deployed by a couple of people. They're cheaper, they're much lower cost to run. They're safer because we're taking jobs that were at sea and we're moving them onto land. And they're much better for the environment. The vehicles are powered by electricity, but some are also hybrid powered for longer endurance, and they can be used for much longer operations.
Next, I would like to announce Project Sentry. Ontario-led Project Sentry is developing a new remote aquaculture monitoring solution using in-cage autonomous vehicle technology. In the project, Deep Trekker will work with partners Visual Defense Inc. to create the new remote aquaculture monitoring solution to inspect and maintain the quality of net cages, to minimize the risk of collapse, fish escapes, and ensure fish health over time. With a total project value of over $6.2 million, the Ocean Supercluster will provide $3 million in funding, with the balance coming from project partners. I now invite the Project Sentry team to tell you about this innovative new aquaculture solution.
Hi, I'm Sam McDonald, president of Deep Trekker, and we're excited today to announce Project Sentry. Project Sentry represents a resident, autonomous, and remotely operated vehicle equipped with artificial intelligence for the aquaculture industry. We will provide for this project a remotely operated vehicle specifically designed to go inside of cages and stay there as a resident vehicle. Now, this vehicle can be either programmed to do inspections of the cages autonomously and on a schedule, or it can be intercepted from someone over the internet or wireless from a remote station. Furthermore, the ROV will be equipped with artificial intelligence from our partner Visual Defense. Now, aquaculture is becoming increasingly important in food security around the world, and it really leans into the United Nations development goal of zero hunger. But like any agriculture project, this must be done sustainably and with minimal environmental impact. Having regular inspections of aquaculture farms is the way to achieve these goals. However, Mother Nature is not always kind to us, and sending boats and humans out to do these inspections isn't always possible. And this is where Project Sentry will help. Having a vehicle that is always in the cage and easily deployable from a remote station will ensure that the inspections are being done more regularly and more completely.
Hello everybody, my name is Roy Towle and I'm the Chief Technology Officer of Visual Defense. Visual Defense is headquartered in Richmond Hill, Ontario, and we're a leading provider of artificial intelligence solutions. We use artificial intelligence to solve difficult problems. Over the past few years, we automated visual inspections using artificial intelligence. And today, cities that represent 20% of Canada's population use our AI. Joining Canada's Ocean Supercluster was a game changer in the trajectory of our company. We now work with other innovative Canadian companies to take Canada's aquaculture industry to the next level. Fish farming operations require oversight due to regulatory requirements. Using AI to automate inspections will help to grow this market in a sustainable manner and reduce costs and risks. We are excited to develop new ways to inspect with our partners and grow Canada's ocean economy.
Thank you, Project Sentry team. Next, I would like to announce the last of our 5 projects today, the Coastal Incident Management System project. This BC-led project will provide coastal, Indigenous, and rural communities a cost-effective rapid response package including a mobile command, control, and communication system, data analysis tools, and mobile spill response platform for marine emergencies. Led by Shift Environmental, this pan-Canadian team includes partners Tusuki Nation, Saab Technologies, Blue Node, the Western Canada Marine Response Corporation, the Canadian Coast Guard, and the National Indigenous Fisheries Institute. With a total project value of nearly $10.5 million, the Ocean Supercluster will provide close to $4.4 million in funding, with a balance coming from project partners. To walk you through this ocean solution, I will now hand it over to the Coastal Incident Management System team.
Hello, I am Pavel Skurnik, Managing Director for Saab Technologies Limited. We are very excited to be part of Coastal Incident Management System. The goal of the system is to provide a platform that will allow for rapid response in handling environmental incidents like oil spills and such. With our partners from Blue Node, Shift Environmental, and Sook First Nations, Canadian Coast Guards, West Coast Marine Rescue, NIFI, and others, we will be delivering best practices and best of the class solution that will ensure that incidents can be managed through a single source of truth through the platforms that we will be delivering. All the information like positioning, type of incidents, how to respond to it, what the proper workflows to operate will be shared between all the members, and coordination can be recorded, can be tracked, can be audited. So we hope it will increase the safety of ship traffic, and it will decrease the environmental impact that those incidents potentially can have on our coast.
Operators in many sectors are looking for ways to adopt some of this new technology, whether it's the autonomous and unmanned capabilities, more remote-based sensor suites, intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance. So, this means from security to defense to fisheries enforcement, search and rescue. The new paradigm is pushing away from that large investment in a single piece of infrastructure. And the move now is towards what they're calling the small, the agile, and the many. Trying to piece together a project such as this, there's a lot of moving pieces. There's the software side, there's the hardware side, and there's the use case marketing piece. So it's a holistic enterprise taking on something like this. Spills do happen all the time. They often happen in remote communities when you least expect it, at the worst time, without resources available to respond to those incidents. So this is a huge challenge. It continues to be a challenge, and there's no silver bullet, but there's definitely some improvements that can be made to empower local communities who are the first needed to respond to these incidents. They're the first there and the last to leave after it occurs. So there's a huge gap in time and space between when professional response organizations can get to an incident and the time that a community member can see a spill and respond to it. With unmanned operations, there's an opportunity to remove the human component from hazardous situation. This work will also demonstrate the ability for coastal First Nation communities to co-develop and co-manage spill infrastructure and services across Canada. This can improve environmental and socio-economic outcomes for remote coastal communities and ultimately for all Canadians. Pending a successful outcome, project partners Saab Technologies, Blue Node, Sauk, and Shift intend to scale nationally using our broad relationships internally and with policymakers, technology providers, and Indigenous leaders from coast to coast to coast.
And that's where our relationship with Shift comes along. We just see as we go forward in the next 100 years, is that with the new innovation, new technologies that come along, that we need to, as a small nation like Sauk, be able to get creative and find ways of taking care of our territory appropriately. So we'll use the teachings of our ancestors on one side, and we'll use new innovation and technologies on the other side, so we can match those together and prepare us for what's coming next, because there is changes right now that we all have to be concerned about.
Information sharing is the key to properly respond and quickly handle the incident. And we will be providing solutions including common operating picture and communication infrastructure that will become a single source of truth in recording, analyzing, managing those incidents. It will have proper workflows, proper audit, and proper reporting. We hope that this solution will significantly decrease the risk of those incidents and decrease the environmental impact that those incidents can cause at our cost. Thank you.
Congratulations to the project teams. And also, thank you to our more than 450 members for your commitment to collaboration, solving big challenges, and helping shape the future of the blue economy in Canada. Thank you, everyone, and stay safe.